Hello everyone and Merry Christmas. Today we're going to be making these lovely little mince pies and just having a little chat. Why not? Let's go. I've put the ingredients on the screen here. As you can see, it's like my own little pimped up version of a mince pie. I'm going to add some chestnuts and some chocolate in there, a little bit of vanilla, just to make it a little bit more luxurious and have like a chocolate fruit situation going on, which I quite enjoy. And if you do, you might want to have a little go at these yourself. They're super duper easy. So grab a cup of coffee and we'll make them. I'm just starting off by making the filling. Basically what I'm doing is taking 2 heaped tablespoons of the mincemeat. I got this from Sainsbury's. It can be any jarred, homemade, whatever. Then I'm going to be adding in chopped chestnuts, vanilla and cocoa. I also wanted to use this video as a little reason to say thank you to everyone who's watched my videos over this past year. It's been really nice sort of working out different things and seeing where my channel might go in the future. If you watched my January, what I want to do this year, I wanted to do a lot more vintage things, but unfortunately due to things like inflation going way up and basically a couple of money things we had to deal with this year, I wasn't able to submerge myself as far into that world as I wanted, and I felt like I didn't produce as many videos because of that, because I felt like I had to really stick with a theme. And this year, that is a lesson that I've learned really well. I think Christmas is a good time to look back and reflect. Just a note about this puff pastry I've taken out here. I let it sit at room temperature for a couple of minutes before I started working with it, just so it didn't crack quite as much as it might do if it was really, really cold and you try to unfurl it. And then I rolled it out a little bit thinner because it was just a bit thick straight out of the packet. I'm just measuring my little cutter here so it will go in the pan, and yeah, we're starting to stamp. Nice and easy. Something I've learned from looking at the small amount of statistics I have to go on is that people really enjoy the food tasting videos, and I have not done very many of them this year because I felt like they didn't fit that vintage aesthetic that I wanted to go for. And do you know what, it's really hard like furrowing yourself back into a niche when you have never really had one. I kind of felt like going into more vintage would help target where I wanted to go with this channel, but actually I felt like it really limited my creativity, and I would really love to incorporate it more but still keep those videos that you enjoy and I enjoy. I've always enjoyed food. Obviously, along with that comes the experience of eating food and cooking food. And yeah, I'm a bit sad that I kind of missed out on part of that because I was trying to put myself into a little corner. So those are definitely going to be back next year. I miss doing them. I love doing my German Christmas one. So yeah, I think I've got a couple of countries lined up, a couple of places locally where I can grab things. So yeah, look out for those. Ooh, just a note, I made exactly the right amount of mixture for those mince pies. I was really pleased with myself. I've put them in the fridge just so the pastry can set up a little bit. It was getting a little bit sticky by this point, and I was getting a little bit annoyed when I was cutting out these stars. So once I've cut out these stars, I put them back in the freezer for like 10 minutes just to make them easier to handle when it comes time to place them onto the mince pies. If you're not from the UK, obviously mince pies don't really have mince in. It's just a really lovely mix of fruits and spices and suet, and it tends to be vegetarian suet anyway, so usually it's suitable for vegans. Originally, yes, like back in the day, Tudor through to Victorian times, so obviously there was originally meat and fat in there, but as times and tastes changed, obviously it became more popular to just have a vegetarian version. I am just popping a little bit of milk onto these mince pies. That's just so they get a little bit of colour on them and it's not just like a boring pastry colour. But I didn't want to waste a whole egg on this because, what am I going to do with the rest of a beaten egg? Now I'm popping those in the oven for about 15 minutes. Look at this idiot. Once they are lovely and brown and the pastry's cooked through, they can come out of the oven. They need to cool down a little bit. I pop mine on a wire cooling rack, and then I put some lovely icing sugar on there just so it looked like snow, because it's Christmas and that's what you do at Christmas. So yeah, I'm not sure what my channel will hold next year. Every year is kind of a learning year, but definitely bringing back some of the old stuff, being a bit more free with the vlogs and the cooking and the tasting, and also popping a little bit of vintage back in there. So lots to look forward to. This is going to be my last video for this year, so thank you for watching. If you like this video, then please like and subscribe. Tell me some of your Christmas traditions. Have a wonderful festive time full of love and peace, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.